Now I bet when you clicked on this video, you thought it was going to be just a simple overhaul of the library of Vivec and that was going to be it, but nope, surprise, it's actually just so much more. Today's mod of the day is, without question, one of the largest content mods to be released for this year's Modathon modding competition. It's just an absolutely massive mod. ReadMe, the Library of Vivec Overhaul by Seelof. It doesn't just overhaul the Library of Vivec, though it does do that. And we'll get to that here in a minute, but I kind of wanted to, start off with some of the more exciting features, which includes 2 new massive dungeons for you to fight through and explore, with just tons of hidden relics and, other things for you to find. 2 new quests. There's even a new player home that you can unlock. And, I want to gush a bit about the dungeon design here, because the dungeons that you'll find in this mod are some of the best looking dungeons I've ever seen in Morrowind, with lava covered tombs, rushing, roaring underground rivers, with waterfalls and everything, a massive underground lake, and just so much more for you to discover. And, we are going to be showing off quite a bit here, but rest assured, for everything that we are showing off in this video, there is so much more that we're just going to be skipping over. There's like, I want to say, probably 3-4 hours worth of dungeon delving content. If you try and fight through and to loot everything, it'll probably take you at least that long, if not longer. And, you throw the questing content in there, and this mod probably has about half a dozen hours of content for you to play through. And again, the dungeon design here is just utterly amazing. Like, just look how detailed and beautiful it is. The world building here is just utterly top-notch, and the environmental story design is just exquisite. And gosh, there's a lot of verticality here too. Like, all of Seelof's dungeons that I've seen so far have implemented a ton of verticality, and I do think this might actually be the largest dungeon mod released so far in 2021. It is just utterly massive, incorporates a ton of verticality, and these dungeons would actually, fit in Skyrim almost. That's just the level of quality we're talking about here. But, enough of my gushing about dungeons here. We do need to actually showcase the actual Library of Vivec, since this is supposed to be a Library of Vivec Overhaul. So as you can see here, this mod just completely overhauls the Library of Vivec, utterly transforming it from the dinky little, basically hole-in-the-wall library that it was in the vanilla game, and turning it into an actual proper library, with a lot of that verticality, I'll note. We've got these tall bookcases here, and there's also just a lot more books in here as well. This incorporates a lot of the books from Tamriel Data, so, a lot of the books that you'll see on the Tamriel mainland, you'll also find here. This also includes a second level, more of that verticality, with little study alcoves where you can take a book and, just read in peace and quiet. This is really just a fantastically atmospheric and a cozy overhaul of the Library of Vivec. And I should note that if you don't want to go on a grand adventure and fight through epic dungeons and all that, there is a version of this mod that you can use that includes only the overhaul to the Library of Vivec and nothing else. Though why you would use that version and skip out on all this just amazing content, I have no idea. I mean, what sort of monster plays an RPG and says no to grand adventures and epic dungeons? I mean, it completely baffles my mind. Who would do that? Who would do that? I mean, this is a fantastic adventure. It has pirates, it has multiple dungeon locations, verticality, beautifully done, detailed dungeon environments, giant arachnids. Okay, that bit's not so great, but you know, again, there's just so much content here. Who says no to a ton of content in an RPG? I mean, if that's you, and you just want a library overhaul, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, but I am saying that you might want to see a shrink, because that is no way to play an RPG. That is no way to play an RPG. Adventure, epic dungeons, that's the name of the game. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here. But you know, point is, this is just one of the best looking dungeon mods I have actually ever seen, I think. You know, this probably ranks up there in probably the top 10 dungeon mods. You know, if we were to do a new video of the top 10 dungeon mods from Morrowind, you know, I'm saying that this would be on that list. It is utterly fantastic. I haven't seen environments this detailed in quite some time, and you know, a lot of that is due to the fact that this uses a lot of the you know, the assets from OB data, but still, this is just a beautiful looking mod, and if you skip out on it, you know, you're missing out on some amazing content. I really can't highly recommend this mod enough. It deserves to be played, it deserves to be endorsed and, you know, followed on the Nexus. So again, I would encourage you to check out this mod and use the dungeon version with the dungeons and the quests and the player home. It is well worth your time, and you know, I guarantee that you'll enjoy it. But anyway, you know, that's our mod of the day. So as always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.